Dear brothers and sisters, queridísimos hermanos y hermanas, bien chers frères et sœurs, liebe Brüder und Schwestern,
Дорогие братья и сестры, 亲爱的兄弟姊妹们
fratelli e sorelle carissimi, habemus
Dixo proudly presents the ApeCoin DAO Special Council Election 07-2024 with candidate.
The name is Moonlight, and my experience is on real estate. I own a real estate business in Italy and in Spain. We rent properties through Airbnb, and also I have experience on business acquisitions, so growing businesses through acquisitions. And I have a small franchise focused on the biohazard industry in the United States. And I've been an active member of the DAO for the last 2 years since I bought ApeCoin. So for the last 2 years, I've contributed to the ApeCoin DAO, and I want to see it succeed.
How did you know that you could be a part of the ApeCoin DAO? How did you come across it?
On Twitter. I am active on Twitter, and after ApeCoin recently after it released, I bought it. And when I bought it, I almost felt like an owner now, right? So I heard about this thing called DAO, which I didn't know much what it was, but it was basically people that could put forward ideas that can change things. So maybe have a business proposition or an idea to support a brand or a product or a service. It felt important to me to be part of that community because I cared about ApeCoin, and so I also want the DAO to succeed. So on Twitter, to answer the question, I heard about the DAO on Twitter.
Yeah, and I must say you did a really good job on Twitter, giving an intro to every one of the special council nominees and their platform and their name and all that.
And thank you for saying that, because to me, having the community as informed as possible is a top priority. That is the main goal. Whether people choose me or choose another candidate, as long as they make a confident decision on who they want to be represented, that's the most important thing.
If you're elected, who would you like to have elected with you? Who would you like to work with?
My gut feeling is saying Ernest Lee. The guy, even though he's not very active on the DAO, and he's been around on the DAO for 50, 60 days or something like that, his background expertise is great. Also, he's done acquisitions of businesses himself. He has an investment fund. He knows what it takes to do the work, basically, to grow a business. Also, he's always available. He opened up even his calendar to help community members to answer questions or to help them with the IPs directly. So having his expertise close to mine, I think I would really love that.
Next question. Why are you running?
There's many reasons, but to keep it brief, I have 3 main reasons that pushed me to basically, put my foot forward and run as a special counsel. The number one is I saw a shift towards basically lesser accountability. So recently an AIP passed, which is AIP 426, which reduces the transparency and the accountability by removing weekly reports from the special counsel. So that to me is a shift in a direction of lesser transparency with the community from the special council members. And I personally didn't like that. And so I want to do something about it, because I originally introduced the weekly reports myself because I know how they can help one person to develop and to execute. And then this other IP was introduced, which not only asked to remove the weekly reports, it was strategically done, in my opinion, because it has to clarify the role of the special counsel, and in addition to remove these weekly reports. So I saw a shift towards lesser accountability and transparency, and so I want to put my foot forward because I believe that we have a responsibility towards the community to be transparent and to just say the things as they are so they can make better informed decisions. That's why, as a special council member, even if that AIP passed, I will commit to making weekly reports and monthly reports to the community. So that's one of the main reasons. And the second one is the Special Council has deep relationship with the Ape Foundation. What I mean is that they're more connected with the Ape Foundation than any other group. Like working groups, they don't have a direct relationship with the Ape Foundation. So as a Special Council, it's one of my goals to strengthen that relationship, to have a better understanding of who the Ape Foundation is, what are they doing, and how can we better inform the community on how to change things around. So that would be one of my other goals to be as a Special Counsel, is the ability to strengthen the relationship with the Ape Foundation. And lastly is basically to increase the relationships with the community, to help them one-on-one. So I see like Special Council members that they take more like a passive approach. They review IPs, they do a great work. Maybe they work behind the scenes, right? And they do work, but I don't see them as involved into the trenches with the community as much as I believe they should. And so that's one of the things I want to do and I want to focus on. I want to do one-on-ones, literally like Google Meets, Zooms with the community to help them bring their ideas to the DAO and propose AIP ideas to help the DAO and maybe their business as well. So like direct outreaches to community members, businesses, Web3 businesses, leveraging Web3 networks, Web2 networks. I want to focus on that daily and have a more proactive approach.
You took one of my questions with that answer, which was exactly about transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. And the inclusivity part was actually a question about how can you bring more people to the DAO and get them more involved in the community?
I think one can do that by doing direct outreaches every day. I literally was on a call today with a community member that I outreached to him on Twitter saying he has a great idea that he wants to propose the DAO, but he doesn't know where to go or what to do. So I have this expertise where I created AIPs myself, and I can guide these people, like these community members as well, to propose these ideas on the forum, and I can help them on one-on-one. I can literally write the IP with them myself on my time. So that's one of the things I want to commit. I want to help them one-on-one, with my time, of course, as a Special Council member, not just reviewing the IPs, but helping them directly on proposing their ideas. And how to get new members is to talk with them, engage with them directly. That means every day, when you wake up, you go in front of your laptop, you send a DM, you pick up the phone, you make a phone call, you go into Web3 communities like Bulls on the Block, right? And you connect individually with members, and you do that basically, and that over time, I believe will get results. The same thing as going to the gym. If you go every day to the gym, do you get results? You should, right? So the same thing here is directly outreaching to community members every day and putting in the work. There's no secret formula on how to get to the goal line. It's through hard work.
So I get you're going to commit full-time to the DAO.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, what happens if you're not elected? Would you be still available to help other members and try to push and help the DAO in whatever direction you would like to take it?
Yes, 100%. Now, obviously, I will not be as involved or as active because I do have businesses myself. I do have great teams that take care of the day-to-day operations. But I will for sure be available for community members and help. And if something is not right, I will voice that out and create an AIP myself if I think it can help the DAO. But I will, even if not elected, I will still do my best to help community members and move forward to achieve the vision of the ApeCoin DAO, which is to be at the center of gaming, entertainment, culture, and art. So yes.
Okay, and you will push also ApeChain, its development and use.
Yes, that's one of the main goals as well, is to connect with developers and to bring them onto ApeChain. Now, we're very lucky because we currently have the current Special Council members that are working really hard on the ApeChain front. And I cannot say much, but big things are coming for ApeChain. And my goal as well would be to be more involved into that front as a Special Counsel and to bring more developers and more builders to the ApeChain.
Okay. Can you send now a message in your native tongue to end the podcast?
Sure, sì. Per tutti gli ascoltatori italiani, grazie a chi segue il podcast, grazie a tutti per il vostro supporto. So che ci sono tanti ApeCoin membri oppure anche apes italiane là fuori, quindi grazie mille per il vostro supporto.
Grazie mille a ti.
Powered by Dixo and ApeCoin.